request on my Facebook page to extend my Games with Gold to the 360, and I'm more than happy to oblige. If you haven't done already, it's probably worth going over to my Facebook page and giving it a like if you've been watching some of my videos, as I will take requests for reviews and things of this sort in the future. I'm currently working on one right now. Okay, so the Games with Gold on the 360 this month is The Witcher 2, which actually I'm going to say right now is one of my favourite games of the last gen. So okay, I've skipped out the training video at the beginning and a lot of the kind of like intro FMV and things like that, so it does take an awful long time, like any RPG would. Okay, so we're getting right into the combat here. The Witcher 2 is a rather tough game actually. It can at times feel a bit hack and slashy, but it's still good with it. You don't get to create a character, you have to play as Geralt of Riviera.
Bring down that gate. It's a good day
you can, however, edit him to your needs. You can turn him into a more magey sort of character or use him as a basic fighter. But at the beginning of this game, you're going to have to play with him as a fighter.
You and your men shall follow me.
The introduction at the beginning of the game.
Deal with
Okay, so this is basically a flashback. He's telling a story. Because Geralt has been arrested. He has been accused of something. We haven't been told exactly what yet. And basically, he's retelling the events which led up to his arrest.
I forbid you to die like imbeciles.
So
hear me! They've taken a good position.
Right now, what's happening is a king. Well, this king right here, I have forgotten his name, I'm afraid.
They'll pick us off like ducks, and I'm no duck.
Is assaulting this castle in order to get his sibling, well, his daughter back, I believe. His daughter has led a rebellion against him. Okay, so you're playing a Witcher who, as it was explained earlier in the introduction, basically they're orphans that are found on the streets by mages at birth, and they are basically experimented on and turned into mutants. They're very much shunned. They're not treated like heroes at all, so you can't expect this to really be the kind of RPG where you're playing the hero, the brave hero. You're very much an outcast who almost feels as if he's doing all these things begrudgingly. Okay, so right, I can't find my way down here. It has been a while since I've played this. Okay, let's try down here. Don't want to go too far forward. Okay, this looks about right. Yep, here we go. Okay, so now I'll start commenting on the game a bit more, now that you've had a brief introduction into it. It's actually good, because this has come out just in time to really give you... Hang on, I might try some of the sword oil here. Basically, you're given all these oils in the game, which you can attach to your sword to give them different effects for a brief amount of time. I'll do this so you can see... Right, I'll use it on this one. You have two different swords. One's better for taking on monsters, and the other one is better for taking on human characters, so you have to switch between the two. Okay, so the steel sword is the one that I will be using for the time being. Just having a look through at some of these. I actually have some runes. Okay, I can't attach them to this item. How about my silver sword? Can I do anything with that one? No, I can't. Okay. I think I forgot to do my oil. Maybe not. Right, okay. There's a fair bit of micromanagement in the game. You keep having to do this. I did put my oil on my sword. Okay. Right, I forgot what point I was making before now. I'll just carry on with it. Okay. We have our magic. There you go. I'll set him briefly on fire.
The lilies!
definitely feels impactful. I do like it. But as I was saying before, this is a rather tough game, and I know a lot of people probably won't find too much enjoyment in this unless they're playing on the easier setting. However, the story is really, really good. I really enjoy it anyway. Okay, right, we have to break down this wall where the archers are. Like I say, there are a few quick time events like this. I don't know if you call that a quick time event necessarily, but there we go. But anyway, yeah, I think I remember what I was saying before. Basically, this has come nicely in time for The Witcher 3, which is coming out very soon. So, if you're looking forward to that, and you've still got your 360, get on there right now, because basically you can download this game and you can get more of a feel for the story beforehand. However, you don't have to have played the first Witcher game to really get this. And I imagine Witcher 3 is going to be much the same. It's going to feel like its own separate story. The only thing I will say is in the first two games, they've been talking about the Wild Hunt an awful lot. And of course, The Witcher 3 is The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. And like I said, even since the first game, they've been talking about it a lot, so it's all leading up to this third game, really. Right, I tell you what, let's see if I've got any more items I could try out in a second. Okay, right, let's have a look at the traps, maybe? No, maybe I'll try another spell. No, I will do a trap. I will do a trap right now. He'll hopefully move slowly. Okay, that hurt me a bit. I'm not quite sure why. Right, now I need to fire this off. But visually, it's really stunning for an Xbox 360 game as well. I imagine it looks better on the PC, I don't know. I always played the 360 version.
The gods are with us!
I don't know. At the time, I didn't really have a PC that was very good for gaming, so I kind of relied on my 360 for getting through games for a long time. Yeah, my sword oil is starting to run out now. Damn, that is most annoying enemy in any game where you rely on close quarters combat, definitely. If you've ever played the Dynasty Warriors games, I'm sure you'll attest to that. Okay, so I'm not going through here. Maybe that grate over there. I really must do some looting. I got criticised for my play of Dragon Age during my Xbox 360 impressions because I didn't loot enough. I'm not going to focus too much on that right now. Like I said, these are just short videos to introduce you to the game and help you decide whether you really want to download it or not and use up some hard drive space. So I won't be running around looting every single corpse I find. If I find some on the way, I'll pick them up. Another scrap. Come here, you. I don't think anyone's dealt with those archers yet. Ah, here we go. I'm sure the king can handle himself whilst I go and take out some anger on these archers. Let's throw a bomb. The items don't seem very effective, to be perfectly honest with you. Maybe I'm just not using them right, but it really didn't do too much for me. I really need to learn the block more as well. There are parrying abilities and things like that, but you get them later on as you level up. was going to say as well, I don't really want to show too much of the story on this as well. Problem with RPGs is they're very story-driven, and I really don't want to spoil very much for you.
Smash the door.
Okay. So I'll basically just be playing up to the first. I don't know whether you could even call it a boss fight. You've got your first character that you fight, and that will do for this time. Okay, that one in the centre looks a little more extravagant. Kinetic energy, that's the one I want. Okay. That's kind of nice. It felt like they actually had an approach to the battle in mind and actually set it out the way they did the two twirly things. Twirly things. Okay, I've got an armour enhancement. Oh, I do have some armour I could use it on. Okay, so let's do that. Okay. When you're playing on the more difficult settings on this game, using potions and things like that does become a whole lot more important. You can generally get through this on the easy mode without having to worry too much about stuff like that.
Desist, or be put down like the rabid dogs you are!
Aryan Lavalette. This will be no easy task. Surrender, Aryan! You'll be treated with honor!
Go plough yourself, king!
Seems to be a rather
Bury them in arrows!
common term used in this, and that's kind of cool. I mean,
they're well
it's
shielded.
nice for a game to actually
You've got a better
indulge
idea?
itself in its own communication between players and
It
things
shouldn't
like
be hard
that.
if the archers provide
It helps
cover.
immersion and things like
That's the
that.
son of Louisa and the old Baron. Heir to these lands. He's hot-tempered but good with a sword. Be careful.
I'll try to reason with him.
Cover the Witcher!
Alright, let's have a look at some talents. I think I'll just go for figure regeneration for now. Yeah. You've got to balance up between dodging and using your spells. The more you dodge, the more stamina it takes up, so the less spells you can use. And has my sword disappeared? I think it has. Eat my invisible sword. Thank you. And you. Right, I'm going to put this away just so it comes... There we go. Now it's back. So yeah, I don't think we're really fighting any monsters in this intro video, so I'll only be using the one sword, I think. Right, let's see. Yeah, I'll go with Igni. Or no, I'll stick to Ard. I'll use some Jedi style force push against them. Right, where do I go? I guess I'm climbing up here.
The famed Geralt of Rivia. You've fallen low, Witcher. Word has it you're one of the best swordsmen in the north. Time to test that rumor.
That's
Enough
another thing
slaughter.
about this game.
Surrender
I
and
will
Foltest
say
will
it
treat you
has
and your men
two
with honor.
very
And
different
what guarantee
branches,
is there that he'll not cut us down to the
in
last?
terms of the story.
No.
It has a lot of
Foltest
replayability
defiled
to
my
it.
mother. Now he colludes with Nilfgaard.
So you can play the story
The king
differently
needs an
depending on
army.
how you want to play.
You
I
have
know
a
there's
few
at least
brave men in
two
your
different
honor.
routes.
In a minute
I
you may
think
lose
there may
your
be
nose.
more even.
Choose.
I'm really not
Hear
too
that,
sure.
men? The king sends a Witcher, and we are to surrender, forgetting the very nature of honor and pride. We must
is,
choose.
in this
Shame
game,
or a
unlike
witcher's
BioWare
sword?
games, they're
Is that
not
how
so
you would
much a
live?
moral system.
Will you bow your
really.
heads before Foltest?
Never!
They just more help branch the story.
You heard them, Witcher?
Okay, let's try to get him to surrender, or
This is between us.
no, let's
So be it.
just have a one-on-one
Stand back,
fight.
men! My nanny told me stories about you when I couldn't sleep. I especially liked the one of Renfrey and her rogues. As I grew, I dreamed of facing you one day.
That dream will not have a happy ending for you.
Let's do this with honor,
Halt! He's mine!
which is good because my sword strikes will just go through you anyway. Although my spells appear to just block you, or just get blocked by you. Okay, fairly straightforward. Just keep mashing the attack button. Seems to work okay. Bye bye, Arian Lavalette. Okay, so I think in terms of Elliot Gould, this is a massive approval from him. You really should go out and get this if you've got the Xbox 360 still. Especially if you're looking forward to The Witcher 3. So yeah, let's wait for this to fade out, and that's it. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.